You know who that guy is, don't you? Dale Jr. This is Richmond. 3 years ago, right now, 3 years ago, he last won his big fender-to-fender, solid NASCAR Tour victory. Yeah, he won at Michigan last summer. Gas mileage, it's a win. But this is the place where he last won one of them kick-ass victories. 3 years. About time to get on the stick, I say, Junior. Maybe he will. Little chilly up here. Well, they got my MikeMulhern.net jacket on. After those 90-degree days down in Alabama. It is cold. Richmond, Thursday. Wait to see what happens Friday. I think NASCAR's going to make some moves. I think they're going to have to slow those cars down at Talladega. After the Carl Edwards crash, last lap, Sunday's errands $4.99. Drivers are complaining. Edwards says there's going to be a meeting of drivers here with NASCAR. I think it's probably going to be a meeting of NASCAR with drivers, telling them to shut up and drive, like they did last summer at Michigan when all the drivers were complaining about this car tomorrow, which, I'm sorry, is still about as good as it was last year, which is not very good. But here, ought to be good. Ought to be a good race. Hey, but I said the same thing about Phoenix. In Phoenix and Richmond, almost identical. Tires are about the same. Speeds are about the same. This place was done a little better racing. They hit really hard here. They have some of the hardest hits in NASCAR at this place. You can just ask a lot of drivers about that. So it's a good thing the car tomorrow is safe. And we saw that at Talladega. Those crashes, and there were plenty of them. What was it, 9 cautions? They were crashing right from the start of the race. I'm glad those cars are nice and safe. And so is Ryan Newman, and so is Carl Edwards. They went upside down, 195 miles an hour, maybe 199 from what Dale Jr. said. The last lap was the fastest lap. Those guys were going into the corners, into turn 3, 205. That's too fast. NASCAR needs to slow those guys down to about 190. They can run 205. Maybe they need to speed them up. Hey, maybe we need to take the plates off. Remember when Bobby Allison crashed in Talladega? They were running like 208, 209, 210. And there was a distinct difference between guys who could run 210 and guys who could only run 204. Maybe that's what NASCAR needs to do. Spread them out. People complain about the big drafts causing crashes. Well, the move that caused the big crash on the last lap at Talladega Sunday, 2 guys. Carl Edwards blocking Brad Keselowski. Brad's not driving in the Cup race here on Saturday night. He's driving in Friday's nationwide race. And exactly what the deal is on Brad, I don't know. He's driving for Dale Earnhardt Jr. or right here in the Nationwide Series. Junior Motorsports is, say, a work in progress in terms of a business. Hendrick has got the guy for the Cup deal with James Finch, and I love James Finch's win. He deserved it, every minute of it. I hope he enjoyed it. He's probably still partying. It's Thursday. He's that kind of guy. Glad to be here for Friday's race. I don't know what to do Saturday. I'm really surprised that the promoters here at Richmond haven't put him in a Cup car. Get James Finch up here. James Finch, some guys say he's a park and start and park. Park and start and park. But I tell you, he won Sunday, Talladega. Big style. Mike Mulhern, Thursday, Richmond, waiting for 140,000 people to see what Dale Earnhardt Jr. can do this weekend at Richmond International Raceway. Mike Mulhern for MikeMulhern.net.